was just going through this collection of poems and I was wondering how beautiful these poems are. How do these poems become so beautiful? Have you ever imagined? Poets have used poetic devices to make these poems beautiful. Now, what are these poetic devices? Poetic devices are literary techniques that are not exclusively limited to poetry alone. They're used by all good writers in the profession, by novelists, journalists, and even by advertisers. Now, why are these poetic devices used? They're used because they're pleasing to hear and are attractive. Don't get tensed. They're not as hard as they look like. They're very simple as we use it many times in our day-to-day life. But the only fact is we are not aware of its names. So through this video, I would like to share a few poetic devices. So let's get started. The first one is simile. A simile compares two different things, actions, or feelings by using the words like or as. You might have heard it when you were kids. The baby is as soft as snow. He runs as fast as a cheetah. Some more examples are, he was as busy as a bee. So the person is compared, his busyness is compared to a bee. She is as light as a feather. She can swim like a dolphin. Her swimming is being compared to a dolphin. He climbs like a monkey, etc. The second one is metaphor, which is almost similar to simile. Metaphor also compares two different things, but we do not use like or as. Now, you might have heard when the class is in a chaos and the teacher barges into the class and says, the class is a fish market. So here the class is being compared to a market. Some more examples are, life is a roller coaster. My baby brother is a cute little teddy bear. He is a walking encyclopedia. He is a shining star. So here you can see that two different objects, two different things are being compared together, but we do not use like or as. The third one is alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of the first consonant sounds. When you were kids, you might have heard the tongue twister. Betty bought some butter. The butter was so bitter, so she bought some better butter to make the bitter butter better. So here, the b sound is repeating. And this is an example for alliteration. Some more examples that you're very familiar with are Coca-Cola, Kit Kat, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Charlie Chaplin, Baba Black Sheep. The big bad bear scared all the baby bunnies. So here you can see Coca-Cola, K is repeated. Kit Kat, again, the sound K is repeated. Mickey Mouse, M is repeated. Similarly, the rest, Donald Duck, Charlie Chaplin, Baba Black Sheep, no one forgets that song. The big bad bear scared all the baby bunnies. So here also the B sound is repeating. So these are the examples of alliteration. The next one is onomatopoeia. Don't get scared. Onomatopoeia is another figure of speech in which the sound of the spoken word imitates the sound or action it describes. You might be very familiar with onomatopoeias in your comic books. For example, pop, bang, screech, trip. Onomatopoeia can be also known as sound words. The next one is personification. Personification is giving human qualities to non-human things such as nature, animals, objects, or feelings. Some examples are, the leaves danced in the wind. We all know that the leaves don't dance, but actually the leaves are swaying in the wind. But for a poet or a writer, it looks like the leaves are dancing in the wind. The stars winked at me. When the stars blink, the writer feels that the stars are winking at him. The playful waves tickled our toes. We know that the waves do not tickle, but they crawl or move towards our feet or toes. So for the poet or the writer, it looks like the playful waves are tickling his toes. The wind yelled all night. When a strong wind is outside, and you know that there will be a sound also outside. So for a poet or a writer, it looks like the wind is yelling all night long. So these are the examples of personification. The next one is hyperbole. Hyperbole is the use of exaggeration to make a point. You might have heard this several times at your home. Your mother might have said this: "I have told you a million times not to do that." Here, we know that she has not said a million times, but perhaps 4 or 5 times. So, a million times shows exaggeration. "I am so hungry, I could eat a horse." This shows you are starving. "I nearly died laughing." This means you have heard a joke and it was hilarious. So these are the examples of hyperbole. So let's have a quick recap. The first one, simile, which is a comparison of two unlike things using the words like or as. For example, he was as angry as a hornet defending its hive. The second one, metaphor, a direct comparison of two unlike things where we do not use like or as. She is a bear when she wakes up in the morning. Third one, alliteration, when words start with the same sound are used close together in a phrase or sentence. Please plan to be present at Paul's pirate party. Here the consonant sound per is repeating. Fourth one, onomatopoeia, a word that sounds like the sound it makes. The kettle began to screech when the water started to boil, so the sound word screech is used. Fifth one, personification, when human qualities are given to animals, objects, or ideas. For example, the kite danced happily across the sky. The sixth one, hyperbole, which is an extreme exaggeration used to make a point. I have told you a million times, don't wait until the last minute to study for the test. So that's all for the time being. I hope you like this video. Till we meet next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong.